See ya, Klay. Those are words that are going to be hard to take for a lot of Warriors fans out there. And are we getting closer and closer to the reality that a post-Klay Thompson era is about to be upon us and Klay's going to leave an NBA free agency? New reports from Shams Charania showing an increasing likelihood of Klay Thompson testing the free agency waters and potentially signing with another team. And we're going to talk about that on today's Golden State Warriors Today. And this is why you subscribe to the channel. We are your number one source for Warriors offseason news and rumors. And I want to challenge Dub Nation. Can we get 30 new subscribers on today's show? That is the jersey number for Steph Curry. So let's have some fun with it. And I promise you, you will not regret supporting and subscribing to the show, because whenever there's a big report, whenever there's a big news item, we talk about it here on Warriors Today. So lock us in right now. And with that, let's talk some Dubs. And this is Golden State Warriors Today by Chat Sports. I'm Chase Senior. Hope all of you are refreshed from having a fantastic weekend and your weeks are off to a good start. As I mentioned off the top, Shams Charania with some new intel on the Klay Thompson front, and here's what he had to say. Thompson is open to all external options in free agency coming up. We know the Warriors want him back. They offered him an extension before the start of the year. They're going to see if there can be a deal that gets done, but he's going to be there in the marketplace seeking offers elsewhere. If he does leave the Warriors, that call with Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Steve Kerr, that's going to be the most difficult call that Klay Thompson made possibly ever. Wow, really setting the scene there with that final sentence. The most difficult call that Klay Thompson might ever make. Look, we've talked about it here on the show. We've covered this ad nauseum. It does not look good for Klay Thompson coming back. For financial reasons, doesn't really make a lot of sense for the Golden State Warriors to bring him back unless Klay Thompson is willing to take a team-friendly deal. And what I think is that there will be a team that offers Klay Thompson $30 million as far as the average annual value. If I'm Golden State, I don't really want to go north of 20 to 25 million. I don't want to pay for past performance. And the Warriors literally can't afford to do that. They're in this situation right now where they have to get better as a collective basketball unit. And paying Klay Thompson $30 million doesn't allow you to do that. And it's up to him to see if he wants the payday, if he wants to remain with the organization. But if Klay Thompson gets a great offer from another team and he can go there and win, good for him. I don't think that Golden State should match that offer. Now, you look at his numbers over the last 4 years, and it's a fascinating case study for Klay Thompson, because prior to the back-to-back years in which he was injured, when he tore the ACL and then he tore the Achilles, what a career he was putting together. He was an Iron Man of sorts, one of the best two-way players that we've seen in this generation and of all time. Him and Steph Curry forming to be two of the best shooters in the history of the NBA. And then just awful injury luck for him. He comes back in 2021-2022, 32 games played, helped the Warriors win the title, and the numbers weren't bad. 20 points per game, 38.5% from three. And then the last 2 years, the three-point numbers are really, really good. The points per game production have also been really good. And while the numbers look good, this is one of my concerns, is that Klay's calling card, when he was in his prime, knocking down threes, being clutch, and playing high level and high leverage defense. Well, now he's still hitting threes at a good rate. But in clutch games, he's been bad. Lakers series last year. Play-in tournament game this year. But the defense is not what it was. So on nights in which Klay Thompson is struggling to score the basketball, he's not giving you the same defensive impact, which back in the day could make up for the lack of offense. You look at his defensive rating by season, and it has declined. There have been signs of decline here, all the way from 2014-15 to 2023-2024, where it's pretty much been on the uptick dramatically over the last 8 years. So a near decade sample size of the defensive numbers starting to get worse. In 2014, 2015, it was 103.6, up to 107, up to 108, 111, 111, 110, 116, and then a career high or a career low, 117.8. So $30 million, think about that, right? That means that you have a significant role on the offense, defense, or both. And I don't think we're at a spot, unfortunately, where Klay is a second or third option on a championship level team, and there has been the downslope in defensive play. Now let's pop up today's poll question. Is Klay Thompson a Warrior this upcoming season in 2024-2025? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Don't miss a thing because we're going to continue to cover everything on the Klay Thompson front. Any and all Klay updates, we have you covered right here. Another reminder to hit that sub button. Now, Klay did stir some more rumors. Draymond Green did respond. Klay Thompson unfollowed Golden State on social media. Here's a look at that. And in this player empowerment social media era in which players use the media and social media and fan outrage to try to gain leverage or to try to get fans to speak up to put pressure on an organization, this is a common tactic during the negotiating process where athletes will unfollow a team that they play for on social media. In this case, it's on Instagram. And Klay really removed a lot of the Warriors-related posts. Now, for me, I'm not somebody who's going to take the time to go back and make those photos disappear. I will unfollow people from time to time, right? If they're bothering me, or if I don't really mess with them anymore, or if they unfollow me, yeah, I'll give them an unfollow, but I'm not going to go back through my feed. Also, the memories that I was able to put together, like Klay winning 4 titles with Golden State, they're paramount for me. They're important. And he's removing his 2022 championship posts. And this is when Klay Thompson came back off missing 2 consecutive years to win a championship, which if you think about what that meant for the Warriors' legacy, if they don't get that ring number 4, you're looking at Klay and Steph in a different way. You're looking at them saying, did you need Kevin Durant to win those 2 titles? You lost the 3-1 lead to Cleveland. They won that title post-KD. Klay Thompson came back from injury to help win that championship. And for Steph Curry to win NBA Finals MVP finally, that was huge for his legacy. So I'm not removing those memories because for me, if I'm Klay, they're really important. This, of course, could be nothing. Draymond Green said he cracked up when he saw this. This could be Klay messing around or really trying to convey to the Warriors that he's willing to leave if they don't meet his price. Here's what Draymond had to say. I know all of you were probably looking forward to me talking about Klay unfollowing the Warriors, deleting some IG posts or something. I had no idea that happened. I think it's effing hilarious. Just so y'all know, I laughed when his producer, Jackson's like, what about Klay? And I'm like, what happened? And he's like, he unfollowed the Warriors. I think that's comical. I know you all would be wanting somebody's feelings to be hurt or something. It ain't that. It ain't ever going to be that. That's hilarious. I kind of look at athletes unfollowing teams on social media in the same way. I'm like, as a talk show host, as somebody who has to talk about these things, I'm like, really? You know, like, we have to talk about an athlete unfollowing a team? This is a tired act. You know, 5-7 years ago, maybe it was something, but now everybody does it. So it isn't even cool anymore. Draymond didn't deny how serious it is. What is funny is that Klay Thompson did follow Paolo Banchero, who is a young star for the Orlando Magic. We know that Klay likes to swim in the bay. We know he likes to take his boat out on the Pacific Ocean. Orlando? I mean, you're kind of close to a beach. Not really. You're a little bit inland on the Gulf Coast side, but you're closer to a body of water as compared to playing for the Dallas Mavericks or the Oklahoma City Thunder. Stephen A. Smith added another team on First Take, by the way, to potential suitors for Klay Thompson. We've been talking about the Magic, hot and heavy for Klay, OKC, Philadelphia. How about what Stephen A. Smith had to say? In a perfect world, Klay would love to be in Los Angeles. We all know that. I'm talking about the Lakers. He probably said, I'm talking about the Lakers. I mean, could you imagine? There's no space. They can't do it for that brother, but that's where he'd love to be. The Lakers literally don't have money to sign Klay Thompson. And if the Warriors are cash-strapped, the Lakers very, very cash-strapped. $178.8 million on the books for 2024-2025, including player options there, and LeBron James has a player option. So pick a team. Where do you think that Klay plays next year? My bet, Orlando Magic. There's been so much traction there that I think it's going to be the Magic where Klay goes to next. Hit that sub button as always. Thanks for watching us here on Golden State Warriors today. We'll catch you tomorrow here on the show.